I want to start from the beginning. Like, here's a starter house, and like I wanted to have somebody else with me instead of doing it by myself originally. But I was like, I'm just planning on doing it by myself. But I want somebody else with me because I feel like that would flow better. Plus, some of the stuff I forgot. Also,
Stuff you forget.
make sure to never
Like,
delete that video you have. That Shardcraft thing you have. You have a Shardcraft
oh
of one night, and
gosh.
that was so funny. I watched it one
I
night.
have a I have a Shardcraft what?
A Shardcraft live stream, and it
Oh,
is
you're talking about that.
yeah, and it was so fun. I watched it one time. I don't
Oh,
know
did
what
you
it is,
like
but
it
I
actually?
yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. So it was like really long, but
Boom.
all right, we
All right.
okay.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
All right,
The default game mode is
I'm
created.
so excited for this. I wanted to make a video tonight, and this would be perfect.
Default settings. Are you in creative now? Yeah, there we go. In creative now, right?
Nope.
Okay. I guess I'll just do slash game.
There's actually so much stuff on this world, so many memories,
There really
and
is.
it all came naturally. Well, pretty much all of it. Maybe even like one or two things, like the war
What do you
thing.
mean not naturally? Well,
Like
it's
the
not
war thing.
natural. Oh, yeah, gosh.
Guys, we're gonna add lore to the world. Come on.
Hey, no, you're one. Oh my goodness! I didn't realize how much stuff we'd done. This is so cool, honestly. All right, let's go to the beginning. Oh my god,
The
I'm so
very
excited
beginning.
about this. There's so much.
Wow, looking at this from a, whoa, first of all, this is so much cleaner whenever it's not on a server. Like, goodness gracious, this looks awesome.
I know.
Like, wow.
Like,
This
just
is
okay. Just think about
breathtaking,
this.
honestly.
This. Here, let's go up to the. Let's
Fly
go up to
over
the
here,
house.
too.
Wait,
Fly
no.
over
Let's do.
towards
Let's do
Nate's
that in a
house.
minute. Let's go over to the
Yeah,
house.
that's,
Let's go over to
okay.
the first house.
Yeah, starter base.
And let's just take a moment and let's just think. This I'm so glad we did this world because you know what? This was like COVID. This was all during COVID. Like every night, get just the good old nights of every single night getting on and grinding out some Minecraft and like talking and having fun. I honestly wish I would have started YouTube earlier just so I could capture those moments. But at least we have them. At least we have them like captured here still. This is just crazy.
Honestly, in so many different ways, COVID really was a blessing. You know, it has provided so much like good times and moments, and it's really a
Yeah.
different experience. And
I mean, overall, it was not a blessing, but like for us, because we really didn't like we pretty much we only got it impacted positively for the most part. There wasn't much negative stuff. There's a couple things like getting track canceled and stuff like that, but like for the most part, for me and you and like our group, it was like positive.
Playing COD, playing Modern Warfare, Cold War, Minecraft, Fortnite, um, trying out different games, a lot of different games. A little bit of Sea of Thieves, doing our D&D campaign, the second one and the third one. We had there's just so much, so many.
And there's just
so many
something
cool
about
things.
this, like Call of Duty. We can reminisce on those, like the memories and stuff. But something about seeing this stuff. Let's go on this tour, and let's just take. I have a ton of time. I don't know how much time you got, but I have a ton of time, and I just want to go through and just
I
like
got all the time in the world.
go around and just reminisce on like anything and everything. I want to get like all the details, like anything we can remember, like any funny stories.
All right. Yes, let's do
All
it.
right, so let's start for the starter house. I mean, this is where it all began.
I was actually so I remember what happened here. So it was sorry. Let me remove my retainer. It's gross. Goodness. So it was our first night on the server, and we were all tasked with a different job, and like you were out getting food for us. Bryson, I think, was also getting food. Duncan was like making tools for us. My job though was to create our starter home, and I went out and and I started mining some acacia wood trees because this is where it spawns in the savanna biome. And I came and I built this foundation. I thought it was the funniest little shack in the world. I added a second layer of dirt on there and trying to make it look super wacky. Duncan came in and started adding these furnaces and crafting tables across the top. We all had a sign where our bed was. We each had one chest, and we each had a bed to our name. This was a good little area.
Yeah, and I honestly remember, I was not like necessarily for this server at the beginning. Do you remember that? And
Yeah,
like when this server
I
started,
did not want to go past the first one.
yeah, and when the server started, I barely played for the first like month. I don't know if it was that long, but I barely played at all. I was just grinding out Modern Warfare, and I was like kind of against the server because I made all that progress in the last server. I don't want to just restart. But I played with you guys the first night, and I was like, I just wasn't taking this one seriously at the beginning. We'll get back
But this
to that
one,
in a minute. Is there anything?
this
on
one
there?
actually went on twice
Oh.
as long, if not longer, than the first server.
Hey, was there
Yeah,
anything?
that was a part of a scavenger hunt. You did destroy the book that was a part of the scavenger hunt, but Christopher set this scavenger hunt up for Duncan, and Duncan basically just he went along with it, and then he thought that I was the one who stole all of his stuff and put it at the end of the scavenger hunt
Yeah, I
because
remember
Christopher
that.
used like wording similar to what I use in the D&D campaign, and then Duncan removed all the lava falls in my house, replaced it with water, and then buttoned my whole entire castle over there.
I remember that. Like you guys got like really mad at me.
I was
Like,
going
everybody got really
off
mad.
on him. I was so mad. Yeah, I was not having it. I was like, if that is not fixed by the next time I get on, there's going to be some weapons going out.
I wish I could find some footage of like. I remember this. I just remember spawning in down here. It was like over here. I remember
Honestly,
spawning
if
in.
you want to, I've got copies of the old world, and we can show how the landscape has changed.
Yeah, let's do that at the end. I'd be
Okay.
perfect with that.
Sounds
And I
like a
maybe
plan.
could edit if we found some good like footage. I don't know how old you have it back, but we could maybe like edit like before and like at the end. All right,
I have it pretty darn old.
so from here, I really don't know like what was next necessarily. I know
So basically,
because like I said,
here,
I was gone I was gone during
I
this part.
visited the old copies of the world like the first 2 weeks of the world, and basically this whole landscape was a lot different. There were like holes all across the ground. This was a terrible starting area, if we're going to be honest. Like it was completely not flat at all. It was really honestly kind of gross. But there were a couple of main houses, right? So over down here we had Bryson's starter house, which would be torn down in the wake of the new shopping district, and he would move his house over yonder. And then I had a little shack over here where I had my stuff, and then Duncan's house and Christopher's house were really the first houses on the server, and they were there for a lot longer than the rest of our bases.
Yeah, because Duncan built his. He just built this
Duncan's
house.
was like the first one who built this house.
Yeah, he just
and
built the house and was done. Like he never built any other houses, but he did expand on
Exactly.
this one a bunch.
Yes, he did. There's a downstairs, and I think
There's an upstairs too.
did he expand on the upstairs? Or did this
No.
always remain? I can't even remember.
I think he had the upstairs, but he like decorated it. Duncan was an amazing decorator.
For sure.
He's
For
a really
sure.
good builder in general.
It's so sad he tore apart this tree. Oops.
I know. I always liked this tree, but he's like, I don't really like
He
it.
was like, I gotta
Okay.
redo it.
Yeah, I always thought it looked awesome though.
Mhm.
Plus, with all these other trees, are there any tree
I
crafting
just
tables?
something funny entered my brain. So, my house over here, if you get a nice boundary line shot from up above, basically I wanted to make this forest humongous, and in my mind I had claims to this area back here, and um, basically I wanted like a huge amount of property to build this castle and this forest over here. but Duncan's forest was going really far back. He's growing a bunch of trees back here, and honestly, he probably had trees, a forest like touching my castle, at the time, and basically very slowly over time, I just kept on pushing his forest line back more and more and more until I could clear enough property to have my nether forest put in here.
Oh my goodness,
Oops.
that's so funny.
I replanted the trees for the most part, kind of. Do
So
you want to
he,
show my castle now, or
yeah, we can
already
show
over
your
here?
castle because your castle was like the first mega like project on the server.
Yeah, for real. So it took a while. Farming a bunch of nylium from the nether biomes. I lived in a tiny stone shack with like 4 double chests, a bed, and like 2 torches. And then I decided to go from that shack to this with no intermediate base. And we got the forest over here. I had a throne here, but it got blown to smithereens by a certain someone who shall not be named.
You really think you can run this town all by yourself? Eh?
Oh my goodness, that was so lame. Oh
That
god.
was so funny.
But
I
here's
remember
the
doing that. I think I still have footage of that actually. If I can find it, I'm gonna put it in this clip.
you were trying to blame it on Adam and start like a storyline thing going on. So there's this big hole blown in the smithereens. Oops, I actually went into another hub. This big hole blown into smithereens, and it destroyed my awesome looking throne, and I never just wanted to rebuild it. So yeah, and then up here, this is my storage room. I sorted pretty thoroughly here. And it's got a perimeter up here, and then a secondary perimeter that can be accessed from the room below. And
I never knew
use
how
the
to.
vine to get up it.
Yeah, I never knew how to get on these. Like I don't think I ever went back here actually. I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, and then there's these in between hallways connecting them. And
Because like once you got here,
climb on
I
up.
had no idea how to get to the main place. Because I would always fall down here and just elytra out.
That's funny.
And over
then
here-
the
Oh,
oh yeah.
I was
Go
just saying like
ahead.
over here, this is where we had your board.
My achievement board. I did so. Oh, let me go ahead and remove that side. Oops. Did you see that side, Davis?
No.
That's what Andrew, I think, put, or maybe Sean. I think it was Sean probably. I had a bunch of achievements here. I did not like how Adam used his AFK farm to get to level 99. So I did not remove my title of the highest level recorded on the server because I actually did it legitimately while Adam just used an AFK farm and got to level 99 like super quickly, even though honestly he did deserve it.
Wait, hold up.
But yeah,
The duelist unclaimed win tourney. I won that.
oh yeah. I did not update that ever. Gosh, I think
Well,
that was probably during
I
the
won
dead
that.
point in the server.
The Traveler Adam
I love
post
it.
backups. That's true. The Entrepreneur Davis,
Yeah.
the STL.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Warrior Duncan full netherite. I never understood that. Was he the first to get full netherite?
He was the first person on the server to get full netherite armor and tools.
Kingdom of Light.
And Duncan was the
first.
first elytra person. I had the first beacon. I don't. The scholar one was honestly kind of lame. I should not have included that.
I actually like that. From the grave going most deaths.
Gambler, Bryson, most bids. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Person on server, Davis.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that would start catching on fire. Whoops.
Yeah, it's whatever now. None of my house can burn other than maybe the chests. This was my strategy room. Honestly, this was just purely a room for looks and I guess like secondary meetings that I liked, and also the map. This map was
The
one of the
map.
primary purposes of the room.
Central City.
Has a you see how humongous my
Oceanside.
freaking castle is compared to everything else on the server. Like the whole entire shopping district and a couple other things could be thrown into the area that my castle took up.
So we have Central City, Oceanside, the Icelands, the Mesa. What in the world? I did not do this. I don't know who did
Davis
that.
named most of these random spots. Like
That's true.
I named
But this
Anarchy
one,
Acres,
I did
Central
not do this
City,
one.
and Oceanside. And then there's a bunch of hooligans doing hooligan stuff.
Yeah, when the server started dying, people just started going crazy. I'm glad people didn't just go complete anarchy, so we had like we could actually do a tour or something.
It's like at the end of the server, I come and visit the map, and Anarchy Acres has been expanded to the whole map. Like every single tile is named that, and then I just look out the window and there's just like withers loose, and the whole like entire shopping district's on
Honestly,
fire and TNT exploding
Ashton,
everywhere.
remember Ashton? Whenever me and Adam killed you, and you had the withers there,
Mhm.
Ashton was like, he was asking for something. He said, "Where's my what? Blah blah blah." And he's like, "Where's it at? I'm gonna spawn this. I'm gonna spawn a bunch of withers if you don't give it to me." He's like, "Ashton, oh my goodness, don't
Yeah,
like withers are a,
golly.
like that's a big thing. Like we can't just go around."
I know.
Like,
Yeah. Here's my bed. There's a reason why it looks like this right now.
Oh,
Which,
it
uh-huh.
used to look a lot better.
It used to look way better, but there's
A certain somebody
I
may
don't
have
know.
trapped Aidan in there.
and stole all my armor and stuff and tried to kill and assassinate and imprison the mayor. And then I was a super genius and broke out of it. And
Oh, I
spawned-
remember
or
this. When
threatened
you
to
tried
spawn
to
withers-
you tried to
withers.
activate a netherite beacon. So you built this. Oh, this is netherite.
No, this was just the casing to my beacon. Cause I thought it'd
Uh-huh.
be ugly if it was just like iron up here, like a collage of iron and gold or something.
I know what you were really trying to
Like-
do.
Oh, look at this netherite material.
From a distance, it looks like
Yeah.
netherite.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, what next?
Christopher's house, I think.
Yeah, okay, I'm
think-
cool with Christopher's house.
Because if we cover this little corner of the server, then we can just go that way for the rest of it. Honestly.
Uh-huh. I'm at Chris's house. Okay, you're here too. Chris's house for the
I
longest
didn't go
time.
the tunnel route.
For the longest time, Chris's house was my favorite house. He was just
House was one of the only things on the server for a long time, but his and Duncan's.
like it was just so. He played the game like I don't know. He just played it so homey. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like he named like the
I-
sheep. Don't hit or kill the sheep. Please don't feed the sheep. Oh, somebody killed this one. Because he had 2 of each.
Oh,
And he had
There we go.
chickens. He had 1 chicken. I feel like somebody killed
Okay.
that. Maybe he just had 1. Oh, here's another chicken.
yeah. This was one of the epicenters of lag on the server. No matter how cool it was, like
Yeah, anytime you
having
went
this
there, it was
chunk
bad.
loaded in with like 30 fish and 900 bees and 50 sheep and
I don't know
10
what the point.
horses and a dozen other animals.
I don't know what the point in this bee place was. I can understand these other
You-
things. But I
You
don't
could
know.
get honey and stuff. You could like farm like bee materials,
Yeah, but like,
honeycomb.
are they really that good?
Not super good, but they're decentish.
Here was his dog pen.
Yeah.
He had a dog on
Never
each color.
completed this.
I know for a while he did. Like he had like a dog of each color in each one of these, but I think they started changing or something happened. Some of them became different colors. I don't know what it was. They got moved or something.
I think still a dog of each color. Let's see. Orange, yellow, red. Yeah, it looks like it. They're not in their proper groupings though.
I'm
Some
inside
are
his house,
kind
by
of
the way,
pushed together. Okay, nice.
and there's a couple maps. These maps are like
Humongous. These
Ancient
maps
stuff.
are crazy. But yeah, this map is like, look at how tiny my castle is on there. It's just like a slight red and green pixel. Yeah, the map
one
is
second. I'll be
base
right back.
too.
Okay.
Gotcha. Sometimes I feel like I've been locked out of heaven for too long, for too long. Ooh, na, na, ooh, na, 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 na.
So what was this map of? Oh, that was just a giant map of the whole place. Why does it look like that?
Yeah.
I think this map was glitched.
What do you mean?
Look at it. It was like one of, it's because it's, I think it's because it's too big. So it looks kind of off-center, some of these chunks do. Like, look at, it looks like there's a bunch of holes everywhere. It looks like a wizard went through all this. And it's just like ravines or stuff like that. That's weird. Alright. Coming downstairs with you. Are you down here? Where are you at? I hear you.
Oh, what? No, you don't.
Whoa, that's a winter fox? He was such an animal person. I love that. He had a winter fox. He had 2 foxes, a winter fox. What are you doing?
Yeah, he was. Get out! Get out! Wait.
He had his enchantment table here.
There we go.
I always loved Chris's storage.
Yeah, for real, for real. Wait. Almost done.
Alright, let's move on to the next place.
Wait. Before you do that, don't come down here yet. Don't come down here yet. Okay. It'll be worth it. Okay. Wait. And then I can't find the block. Gosh darn it. Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard. Okay, wait. 1 second. I'm just gonna type it in. There we go. That'll make it way easier. There. Boom. And then boom. Boom. And 2 more booms and I'll be where I need to be. Boom. Okay. Okay. And boom.
Here's the
And then I
street
gotta
farm
set
out
it up.
Oh, his fishing shack.
Oh yeah, go show that off.
Yeah, what are you doing? Whatever you're doing. Here's the fishing shack. There's still fish here. There's a boat of each color here. Or each wood. That's funny. There's a bunch of fish just laying there where I guess you just didn't take it. He decorated it a little bit. He had some turtles over here. Go inside. He had a billion fishing rods. A ton of fish. That's so cool. Oh, here's his turtle pen. I forgot about that. And his giant turtle pen. There's like a billion turtles in here. It's lagging. These turtles are lagging. They're just teleporting.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a lag monster on the server.
Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else back here. There's probably some stuff. It's just kind of we're not gonna find out about. Yeah, there was a lot of people on the server. I remember at its peak we had like 16 people a day that got on. You remember that?
16 people a day?
That got on, not at one time, but that
had
logged on throughout the whole day.
They weren't. Not all of them were super.
It would always
for extended periods.
Yeah, it would always tell me when people were on, or like when people like how many people got on in one day. It's really cool.
Okay.
That was at our peak. I think it was like 15 to 16 a day. That was like for a couple, like 1 week or so. But still, we were always having like 10 to 12 people on. For like a month. I would say about a month. And then it just started dying off. Because people were like, I built my house. What do I do now? Like, nobody knew what to do after they built their house.
It was
kind of
people were lost and uncreative. Not creative at all. Davis, are you ready to come and view what I have ready? Wait. Whoa, you're already here?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be a little bit outwards. Wait, what the? That's not the one. Wait.
Strobe lights? Oh, I know what you're trying to do. Nice. You completely failed at this. I've seen this so much before. I've seen this so many times. completely failed at it. It's not even
It
hitting the
didn't
spot.
completely fail.
It's not even touching it. It's like getting right to the edge of it and stopping. You completely failed this. But that's cool.
God.
Wait, look at that. I didn't realize that. It's like a strobe light. That's actually really
Strobe
cool.
light. It's like, whoa, gosh, it pushes me.
I didn't even do that.
Launches
That's
me.
really cool.
That's cool. That is kind of cool.
Alright, let's
We'll
move
just let
on.
it go off instantly. Yeah, sorry. That was. I got bored.
I know,
Like you
you
were
completely failed it.
gone. It wasn't
Alright,
completely fail.
actually, let's, on the way back to the shopping district, let's take the, Underground Railroad.
Oh yeah, I wanted this to be a massive project that stretched between everybody's different bases. It could be like hyper travel, but the server didn't run enough for it to get there. Zoom.
It was, I did not like, actually, it wasn't that bad. Never mind. I was gonna say, I didn't like
There
doing
was
the
a
boat,
way
but
that
this,
you could conserve rock.
no, I like that, but I'm saying like the boat always felt super laggy to me. But that one felt really smooth, so maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's 'cause it was on the realm.
Yeah, that too.
Poor realms.
I wish we had like, some sort of
Poor
chair
realms.
add-on where you could like click it and sit down.
That
Alright,
would
so
be nice.
what would you say was next after Chris and Duncan's house? You just want
We
to go
don't
to the shopping
necessarily
district?
Yeah, I was saying we don't necessarily have to go next. We can do just shopping district. How about?
Alright, so shopping district. The very first shop ever was over here. The Silk Touch Lounge. My most iconic shop I've ever made. One that actually I'd say the most iconic shop out of our friend group that we've like had in any of our servers. And in this one, I changed it to the Map Museum. And let's look at this. Shopping District, October 19th, 2020. Look at that. Oh, who moved it? Look at that. Look how barren it was. There was like nothing there. Actually, there was.
Mm-hmm.
But. Then Halloween Shopping District, October 31st, 2020. Then we got to this. Look at the difference. And then finally, November
on this one,
27th,
they finally
2020.
They updated the map texture to look proper on this one, so Prismarine wouldn't look gray.
Yeah, and also you can see Nate's
everything would
on
look
Nate's house.
a
Look at
lot
the
better. Yeah, you can see the different woods and
look at
it's
my
like 10 times better.
look at the new Silk Touch Lounge. Look at that road. That looks so good. I think it looks so cool in there.
Uh-huh.
And if we come up, there's nothing up there. But for a while, so this was the Silk Touch Lounge, and for the longest of time, because I already just kind of got my tools and made the Silk Touch Lounge. Like I didn't even make a house yet. I was literally living right here. Like I just had all my chests strung out here in a bed right here. Like I didn't even build a house or anything. I just lived in the Silk Touch Lounge. And then from here, that's whenever I made the new Silk Touch Lounge. And along with that, somebody built the bridge there. That's whoever. That bridge has been through a lot. People have just mined it for crafting tables. Like I don't know, that's been through a lot. So that's whenever. After that, I started building the Silk Touch Lounge too. And this thing has been through so many renovations. Like before we left the server, I added like a bunch of stuff on the outside and everything. But originally it was literally just a building, and then you go over to this and you get swooped down to the bottom. That's all it was. Before I added a ton of stuff to it. I'll show that in just a minute. But it was literally just this. You just go to the bottom, and then boom, the Silk Touch Lounge. We had all my ores and stuff here. All the ones I stopped selling, I would leave it there and put in memoriam. Actually, I ended up doing it at the very end, put all of them in memoriam, because I closed down the Silk Touch Lounge. I had an ender shop thing right here. Had all the ores. I absolutely loved this room when I made it. I thought it looked so cool. Back here was where I actually gathered all my ores. This was the
Did
mine.
this connect to Adam's strip mine too?
Yeah, here's Adam's strip mine. Wait,
This thing.
where's that?
Oh, it's over here. It's over here. This thing was actually pretty nice. You over here? Wait, where did you go?
Oh, where'd you go?
Here.
Oh.
This thing was pretty nice. He had a super smelter and elevator
Yeah, he
up and
did
down.
really good. He was really good.
The elevator didn't always work really, and assortments of all the different stones and so forth.
How do I get up to the surface? Please don't be somebody's basement. But, no. Oh my goodness. Can't speak.
Where did you go?
I'm just mining straight up. I really hope nobody's base is above me.
There were ways out. Like
Oh, okay.
Touch
Good.
Lounge were through Adam's elevators.
I was on the side of a hill. Oh, I'm by Chris's base right now. Alright, so
Over there.
come up here. So, okay, let's meet it back in the Slow Touch Lounge. So, eventually, I decided one day to renovate the Slow Touch Lounge. I had a raid farm, so I decided to make it upstairs, and this would be like the raid room. Oh no, I took it all down! That's unfortunate.
Oh gosh.
It was whenever me and Adam,
That is
it wasn't your fault. It was your fault. You said, get out of town. But pretty much, I had a giant totem right here, and I had this giant emerald block here, which actually, that's in one of my videos. I remember it. And then you come out here onto this random road I made, which I thought was awesome. Like, it made no sense, but I thought it was just so nice. Have something to connect to the top. And then, like, here's, like, the working, like, where they were working and stuff. Here's the blocks they had to lay out and everything. And this weird looking farm.
This was originally so. Actually, go ahead and tell them what this is in the first place. I don't know.
Okay, so this was the stat. And pretty much what it was is it was just a gambling game. You'd pay 1 diamond for a token, and you put the token in here, and there was a bunch of prizes you could get. And it would just go up, and then whatever you got. Do we have any tokens? We gotta check the machine.
It's probably down there, yeah.
If we can, I'd like to demonstrate.
Yeah, so each
Yes,
tier had
we
a
do.
50% chance of progressing to the next one. So if you got like the 3rd tier, then that'd be like a 1 in 8 chance, but you'd get all of the things from the previous tiers as well.
Just put it in.
And grand prize at the top as well. It's not making the proper sounds. The redstone sounds
It might be
messed up.
broken. That's
Oh
messed up.
gosh, that sucks.
So maybe it might have
The
been from
redstone's broken.
I guess so. I don't know. It could
Wait, I
be.
see something wrong here.
Oh.
Wait, is that something wrong?
It's
try it
okay.
again
We
right
don't
now.
have to fix it.
Well, I just want to see if
No.
that's what was wrong. No. What is going on with it? It's so strange.
We're just gonna
Okay. Yeah.
So, Alex, you gonna talk about what it used to be?
Well, this was the ultra successful with the stack, but my prizes were just too good. And then I decided, like, it just was down indefinitely, and I didn't really have a whole lot of inspiration for it.
Pretty
So
much,
I decided
Aiden.
to put it in an auction.
Yeah, and pretty much Aiden literally just was giving us money. Like literally, he was.
Yeah, I was losing
This
money
is where-
by having this running.
This is where I went to get my paycheck. Like literally, if I got diamonds, I would take it here and then end up getting more diamonds out of it until he like couldn't get anything else. And I'd be like, all right, like this is literally where I
I
went.
was
to
happy
make
with
money.
all the business around it, though.
Was it
Loved
business
it.
if you lost a bunch of money from it?
Well, a business is still a business if it goes bankrupt.
Either way, I got it from an auction that nobody else bid on except for me. Maybe somebody else did, but I did. Because nobody knew the stack was in it. Like nobody, they just saw the redstone stuff.
It was hidden in the back.
And I thought, I was like, maybe I want some redstone stuff. And I'm so glad I got this because this made me so much money. Because people love the stack. Even whenever I had it, my prizes were not as good, like not nearly as good, but people still loved it and still used it. And I made almost all my diamonds. I doubled my diamonds just off this itself. Over here, this
love
was
gambling a little too much.
This was Landon's shop. I don't really know what happened to the upstairs, but
Dude, Landon's shop was always just. Oh my goodness. Was he adding on to it or something? This seems changed since last time I saw it.
yeah, it is. Yeah, I knew this was here, but this like he
This
must have
wasn't
added
here,
on to
first
it.
of all, and then the first floor.
He must
the
have
second
tore it all
floor
down.
was a map room.
Oh,
Oh, that's weird. This was my
competitive capital
shop
store.
where I basically just shipped all of the stone I get from mining at Cave City. And then I added in blaze rods because that's how I get my mending XP to repair my weapons. And I added in leather because I killed a bunch of cows in the mushroom biome where Cave City is to get my food.
I'd say I was
So
probably your
that's why.
number one customer because I would buy leather. I always needed leather, and I didn't have a cow farm. And I would also buy
What do
blaze
you need
rods.
leather for?
Item frames because I had like
Ah.
for a while I needed a ton of item frames for like shops and stuff like that. So this was okay. This was somebody anonymous decided to. What happened? Was it like pranks or something was happening?
Well, basically, this is what happened. Since the server is done for, this was me and Christopher's endeavor, right? So it was called the Curiosity Company, and basically, it just randomly appeared one day, and me and Christopher would deny all claims that it was us, and basically, you could sign your name to the book if you're brave enough, and we would give you something overall positive, but in a negative way. Like for instance, what we had planned for you, Davis, because you didn't have fully enchanted netherite armor. What we're gonna do is give you that, but we were going to put it on a drowned in the middle of Oceanside that had a bunch of long potions on it with like it would be a super speed, super jumping, super strength drowned. That was just in the middle of Oceanside. So next time that you went to your base, it would come and you'd have to dole it for your gear. And we just had like a bunch of ideas similar to that in that same fashion, but for each individual person on the server.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know you guys made that. Here's Bryson. This was Bryson's his weird like the thing he never stocked. It was like a mob stand.
A creeper exploded the front of it, and he's like, "Oh, I don't really feel like fixing it."
Okay, this right here. So this. Okay, so I had a ton of extra stuff from my raid farm. So I put it all here, and this was a whole setup, and people completely destroyed it. They took off. I had armor displays just for looks. People took all of it. They took a ton of the stuff from the chest. They started mining this for some reason. Like when they needed wood.
Take whatever you want.
Like whenever they needed wood, they would just mine a piece of wood from here for whatever reason. And like a creeper did not blow this up. This is purely from people just mining stuff from it.
Yeah, unless the creeper was like super weird and had like some weird algorithm where it would only blow up certain blocks, then there's no way a creeper could have done this.
Yeah. Over here, this was Chris's shop. Just a classic potion shop. It was one of the first shops too.
Just a magic shop in general.
Wasn't it the third shop?
I think second shop sounds right to me.
I can't remember when the stack was made.
Maybe,
No, the stack was made
the very
later.
first. I think the stack was probably the fourth shop. No, maybe the fifth shop.
I know
actually.
Chris had his fish stand for a long time, but it was at his place.
Down there's his meth lab.
Yeah, okay, come down here. So I had to take stuff from one day, and I never asked him for it. So I gave him a shulker box and put LOL, but I guess he never came down here and got it. That was a long time ago.
Oh, look. Wow, this.
I wonder what this button does.
I really like the vibe down here.
Oh,
Oh,
that's cool.
that is really awesome, actually.
I love the noise this stuff makes.
Yeah, this is awesome to walk on.
So out here, this is just a random thing that somebody claimed at the end.
This was basically Duncan wanted to lay claim to a bunch of areas in the shopping district for whatever reason, so he
No, I know what
started making
reason.
Circles.
I know what reason because you had it in your live stream. Because you said that I was saying that if I became president, people would have to buy for the shopping district, and I never said that because I was watching the live stream and I was like, "What in the world? Dude, what's he talking about?"
No,
and that's why.
Okay.
I talked about it a long time ago, but that was before I became
You had
president.
talked
That's
about
before I
it
tried to
several
become
times,
president.
and you were like, "I think it'd be an awesome idea if that happened," and you had talked about it a lot, and I was like, "Well,
Yeah, but that was all.
if Dave becomes the mayor, then you might have to you might have to buy it.
That was all before, like, I didn't talk about that at all when I tried to become the president because I knew people would not like that.
I just put that out there. I can't remember exactly the context because it's not directly familiar to me because it was a while back, but that you had stated things.
Here's
in
Ashton's
regards to
shot.
that.
His hay shot.
Gosh, this was the ugliest thing ever made.
he just
Like honestly, I
didn't
would
try. He just put cobblestone
diamonds
down.
in here, haystack for 3 diamonds.
Oh my goodness. Over here, this
Oh,
was
man.
Delaney's wood shop / bakery. The bakery was
The
not very profitable, but the wood shop.
the bakery was the first shop on the server though.
No, it wasn't.
Whenever
The Silk Touch Lounge was. The Silk Touch
the
Lounge came
first
out.
shop in the new shopping.
Yeah, in the new shopping district. But the Silk Touch Lounge was
Yeah.
the very first shop.
Yeah, but basically, I was like, I want to encourage more shop growth. So anyone who makes a shop in the next week gets like 3 diamonds. So basically, that's when
Oh!
like a bunch of shops started.
I forgot
popping
about that. That's why I moved to Silk Touch Lounge over here. Because I wanted my 3
up.
diamonds. And so I decided to move it
Yeah.
here and just had that as an open building. And then I eventually turned that
Aren't
into
you
the
glad
Mad
you did
Museum.
though?
Yeah, because my new Silk Touch Lounge looks so good. I think it looks awesome.
And this
I
was going to
really
be the shopping district Nether portal. Duncan made it, but he wanted
Looks
me to
cool.
hook up the mechanics and all.
This was
Here's
so this
Christopher's
was
fish stand.
oh okay yeah.
Oh,
Whoever's
yeah,
using
go ahead,
it.
sorry.
This was Duncan's shop that he made with absurd
terrible
prices.
shop.
1 diamond for 3 stacks of sandstone. So he had 1 diamond for 3 stacks of sand. Like you can go out there with an efficiency 5 shovel, and it takes like 5 seconds, and you can get it.
Exactly. You do it in like a couple of minutes and you get 3 stacks.
And here was Duncan's
Duncan
shop.
was going to
he
make
started
this
making.
into a blacksmith shop. I think that's what his idea was.
Okay, cool.
It was pretty interesting.
Here was Chris's fish stack.
Yeah.
I use this a ton.
Stand.
I use this a ton.
A nice way to get some food. Oh gosh, this place has a kind of negative history in regards to creepers.
I know it does.
Everyone would just blow up creepers here and never fix it.
There was a
And
couple
Duncan
close
would
calls
get really mad.
because I
Uh-huh.
took a shulker, like I used the shulker boxes one time. I mean I put them back, but I didn't pay for them. I kind of got salty for that. And there's another time. What was the other thing I did? I thought I took something. I know I paid for it. I just can't.
stole his. He used his. Was that you or Bryson who took his shulker boxes and were borrowing them for a while?
No, I wasn't. Okay, I know Bryson did that. I remember Bryson did that, but I took them and borrowed them just to move my stuff. But Duncan was not very happy that I did that because that kind of takes the whole point away from buying them if you can just use them whenever. But I remember Bryson had taken them and forgot to pay him or whatever, so he just kind of had it for a while.
Davis, you see, I switched my classic skin.
Oh yeah,
The fiery skin,
I'm my.
just for this video. In your
That's
chase
where it
skin.
is.
Oh.
We need some torches. This was Bryson's
Oh my goodness.
the chromatic collection.
The remnants of Bryson's basement. He had a whole string of random chests that just were the ugliest, most abominable thing in the world. And they had like, he was terrible at sorting them out too.
And
It was
random
just, like,
staircases.
awful.
And there was like chest on chest. It was just like it was bad.
Yeah, he'd have like just multi-directional like sea of chests where they were like not even like barely any of them were connected, not even double chests, just like a sea of single chests. It was just gross.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Gosh.
I'm pretty sure you had one of your live streams. You were down there with him.
Yeah, I was.
Which that's nice to
was.
have. Here's
Yeah.
Bryson's. This is Bryson's shop that he tried to make. He's like,
He's gonna make a guild where he sent people to work and then would give you guild tokens that you could only spend in his shop.
this shard shop is what it was called. There's no ordinary shop though.
Uh-huh.
So there's different tasks. Then you would get payments, and then you can cash those payments into certain things.
He says, Great task board. Room for 2 signs. Ugh, that's funny.
Wait, where was
I
it?
think the
Oh, I see that passport.
yeah.
Yeah, there's like two jobs you can choose from.
And then over here, this was gonna be the Land and Sean shop.
Originally, that was my
shop.
shop though.
They bought it from you.
Yeah, because I originally had a shop. Or I had this built, and remember, this was all white. I had this all as concrete powder, so it looked like white sand. And I thought it looked so cool, and I do think it looked cool, but they decided to get away with that.
Rip it out for whatever reason. I bet you they honestly ripped it out to complete the build because there were some things that need to be completed.
Yeah, it had gotten
Patched
blown
up.
up a couple times. I hadn't finished it fully.
And they thought the chest out in front of it was theirs to claim as well for whatever reason.
Yeah, it had a
Buying
ton of like
property.
valuable like concrete powder and stuff like that. It was kind of difficult to get because you need gunpowder.
Up here-
Gunpowder was precious.
Here we have the tower competition for the
Yeah, so
yeah.
Bryson had built the tower, and then because I had the tallest shop in the shopping district, the So Touch Lounge was the tallest, like by barely any, but it was still the tallest. And so Bryson wanted his shop to be taller, so he just built a random pillar up in the sky. And I was like, "Oh, mine's the tallest now." And so I decided to build a Silk Touch Lounge tower. See, I kind of based it off the Silk Touch Lounge style of build before I added all the other extra greenery and stuff. But this was like the style I had for it. And so I built this up even taller than his. And then I had Adam blow his up, like the top portion of his up. And so then Bryson just randomly added this one like 2x1 pillar just so he could be the tallest.
That was so dumb.
I'm pretty sure this is build
Over-
Oh, that's fine.
Over here, this is the H that I put a giant high at the start of the server, and then he mined down the I and then fell down, and then just the big H has remained since the beginning of the server. And this was over top of Bryson's old house. Ooh. Hunt Island was down here too.
And I remember, so one of my favorite nights of Shardcraft was, I can't remember what it was, but I wasn't feeling too great, and I got on with you guys, and Duncan had pulled a prank at my my water temple, and he had really just turned one of the towers into a really nice home. And I don't know, like that whole night, then like we came over here and we had to get a group Streaks picture, which I have the picture still, and we got a Streaks picture for my Snapchat stuff. And like something about that night was just so, like it was one of those times where I left playing, like when I got off, I just like felt so warm inside. I felt so relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the
that
better
was
nights in
nice.
my opinion. It was like me, you, Duncan, and Bryson. And getting that picture
Uh-huh.
was so difficult. That was one of the
Yeah,
worst
people
things
just
ever.
kept falling off, and people couldn't fly and land up here, and it was just a whole
Yeah,
mess.
Bryson
And then
tried-
At the end of it, I think you fell off, and then you exploded a creeper on top of his base. And
I don't think it was me because I thought somebody died up here.
maybe it was Bryson. I don't know, but somebody fell off and blew up a hole in the side of the shop, and then a skeleton came along and
Maybe it was
took
me.
one of the elytras that had fallen down and equipped it. And I was like, everyone was like, "What? The skeleton has an elytra on it?"
Maybe it was me because I can't remember if Bryson was the one who fell or if Bryson's the one who hit me off. I don't know.
I think he hit you off. Yeah. That sounds right to me.
So over
What
here,
up?
this is the iconic Bryson or Hunt Island.
He had sugarcane all around here, but I'm pretty sure everyone just stripped it away and stole it.
Like sugarcane. Like
Give me that sugarcane.
sugarcane.
Sugarcane was way too sought after.
Yeah, it was such a valuable resource.
A
that everybody
luxury.
wanted. There was a random
You wanna-
pond Duncan was or lake Duncan was trying to make.
Yeah, Duncan. He did not want to take on this project, and he just left this hole in the ground for like 3 months, and it was just like ew, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So
Which direction do you want to go in?
I'm gonna
Oh,
do
down
Darla's.
Darrow's house?
Yeah,
Yeah,
here was
okay.
Darla's house. She played for like a week, and she built this mushroom island. Um, and her house in here, nothing too fancy. I don't really know what this was, but a cobblestone netherrack. You know what most builders do, and yeah, it was very interesting. She played for like a week and then just stopped. So that's kind of unfortunate.
Never to
But
be seen again.
yeah, I feel like that's how it was for a lot of people. But we got a decent amount of people that constantly played, which was nice. I feel like we could never like.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. Actually, we did. So then she had her mushroom island, and that's pretty much just her house, which is in the mountain. So we follow this road. If we keep going on this road, we hit our community farm, which for a while was just a bunch of wheat fields that nobody was loading in. So there's really no point in it for a long time. And then Caleb started playing it, started loading in more. And then that's whenever I came in and designed these farms. Now keep in mind, I'm sure there's a very much more efficient way to do this, but I decided I wanted to do it by hand because I wanted to get better at redstone. So I built these 2 farms all by myself, like no videos or anything. I just did a ton of testing, and I was so proud of myself afterwards. It's just a simple. I had so many problems though. It was so weird. But just simple. You click the button. You just go through and collect all of it. And then the whole point of it was supposed to be you plant it back, and then any extras you had, you stuck in the chest. And that was pretty much that. And then I did that for this one too. And then I need to do, this was potatoes. And then I wanted to do a sugarcane one, but I didn't have enough sugarcane. And this one just kind of, I stopped.
Christopher painstakingly made the automatic sugarcane
Which
farm over here.
did pretty much nothing. Every time you checked, there was like 5, 6. Like it was, and half the time it wasn't finished. So like, for example, like there was a ton of spots that I would walk over here and there'd just be sugarcane laying there.
Yeah.
It was just very,
Right.
very inefficient.
I don't think it was entirely inefficient because I had some success with that. Whoa, my goodness. Look at this one. Gosh.
What?
Some of these have not been checked in ages. There's just stacks of them. Well, look at these middle 2 right here.
Whoa, yeah. That's probably just where the servers, like, whenever people, I wish we had more people that lived out here, like earlier, in the earlier days. But that definitely could have been, if that would have gotten completely finished, this would have been a lot better. But it just kind of got stopped at the end, so it wasn't super efficient.
For some reason, he ran out of iron to make hoppers. And that was just like so dumb. This is my gunpowder factory.
This was towards the end. This was like way later.
Yeah, this was very towards the end. People kept on. Were you guys the one who like came through here and like ravaged through my sugarcane farm back here?
I don't think so because when you built this,
Like
I wasn't really playing anymore when you built this.
Well, this
I had
was
stopped, and then me and Aidan
here
decided to do
whenever
that
the
thing.
assassination happened.
I know, but we weren't really playing, and then we all of a sudden did the assassination, and then we just left. Like we really just left afterwards. So we really didn't.
And so back here, yeah, you harvest paper, and then up here, this was supposed to look like a big load of gunpowder being transported across the top here. And for some reason, because I had the gunpowder factory as the name, everyone thought I had some sort of secret way of producing gunpowder here that you couldn't see through your eye. Like everyone, like I remember Landon, Sean, Adam, like a couple others were like, so where's the gunpowder farm portion of it? I'm confused on how you get the gunpowder. I was like, no. I got a creeper farm far away. That's where I produce it. But people kept on buying the stock, and gunpowder and rockets were a deluxe valuable item on this server. So I just
That's
said
true.
buy only what you need.
Yeah, and then over here, this was Caleb's house, which he played for a little bit. And funny thing is, I don't really know much about this house. Like, I don't really know much memories about it because I don't think there was a lot, except for there was one time when we got on, and there was a sign right here that says "Stole like a stack plus your diamonds, but you don't play, so I don't care." And it was so funny because, like, we had no idea who did it, and then we decided to film it and try to react to it. Like
Oh,
we hadn't
yeah.
seen it before, and that's actually one of my videos I have. Like I had that video on my YouTube, and we were like, "Oh, there's diamonds missing. Like what in the world?" And then we'd accidentally blown up a creeper in front of his house in the process, and then Aiden was trying to repair it. And I was like, Aiden, ooh. Like I came over here, and Aiden was supposed to have repaired it, but he forgot to because we were trying to make it seem like we hadn't been here, and like we were just reacting to it the first time. And then it was just, and then what was funny was one day
great.
I got on, and Caleb was playing. Like I already got on, and then Caleb joined, and then he said, "What happened to my diamonds?" And I said, "I don't know. Somebody took them," and then he just left, and I never saw him again.
This is funny. Over here was his starter house up on this hill. This is where he first lived before he made that base over there.
Oh, I always thought this was Luke's house.
No, Luke's house is way far away. He stripped all the innards of it and transported it over there, but it used to be a nice, humble little house.
Yeah, I always thought that was Luke's house for some reason.
You
Just
wanna
got here.
show Adam's shop thing over here?
Yeah.
That's
This
pretty
shop thing
cool.
again was. This is close to the end. Caleb's house was quite
Oh.
like towards the middle, I'd say, but this shop thing, this was close to the end.
Mm-hmm.
This
He
was
only
just a
wanted
shop.
this to be open at nighttime, and you go in and buy like things from his piglin farm. He was telling me the idea, and I thought it was really cool. And
Speaking of, that's where this
Pretty cool area.
gigantic portal comes in at.
gigantic portal.
Yeah, this is Adam's Piglin farm. Nothing much to it. It's just a
Oh
farm.
yeah.
I'm not really gonna show it, but that's just a farm.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if there's anything else up that way, but. Do we go to
I
Ashton's?
was like, what?
Do we go to Ashton's real quick while we're over here?
Sure.
Because Ashton's is out here. Ashton's was past
Yeah,
the village.
it
She has a
does.
trail. I see it. Like a stone trail. This is so funny.
We can also, if we want to, we can go to Anarchy while we're out near here.
Yeah, I could check out what else at Anarchy. So over here-
Anarchy Acres.
This was Ashton's house, and look at his farm. He made that. He had a mega farm. Look how inefficient this was, though. The amount of space he wasted on this farm. Like,
I
he just did
know,
one lane
gosh.
wheat, like, things. Imagine how difficult it'd be to harvest that. You just walk there and be falling all over the place. You have to get in the water so much.
He wanted his haystack to be successful. I still find Ashton on Minecraft at unusual times. I'm like, huh, what's he up to? I see Killer Ash 386 on Minecraft. Like I saw him like a couple days ago even.
Oh, yeah? He's probably playing servers or something.
I don't know what he does. Oh yeah, this was his terribly inefficient creeper farm over here.
Yeah.
This was really bad, honestly. And I was like, how much do you get per hour? And he was like, I don't know, Aidan, how about you?
It did not work. He kept telling me it's so bad.
Look at this. Go look at what's in his chest. Oh, there you go.
One gunpowder.
Yeah, one gunpowder, 40 rotten it works better as like a skeleton and zombie farm than a creeper farm, honestly.
Yeah.
And
And then I remember, like, during
bothersome.
it started messing up, and then a creeper blew up half at one time. Well, not half, the whole farm, but it blew up in his face. Like, oh man, it was just, that thing went through a ton.
That was pretty funny. Back here, I'm flying over to Anarchy right now. I can teleport you over.
1 second.
Actually,
One point in
where
time,
even am I?
I put a bunch of stuff in my chest here, but I think I took it out. I took a bunch of shulker boxes full of stuff. Because it was when I was leaving. And I was going to try to find refuge with Ashton. And then I was like, me and Adam talked about it, and we're like, no, let's just leave and restart.
Here's Anarchy. Okay. This. Wow, gosh. You want me to teleport you over?
Yeah.
Here she is.
There it is.
This. I try to make a. What in the world was going on here? I tried to make a refuge to bandits, and I was gonna see how this did, and then if it did well, then I would make this into a city where bandits could all live in peace, but turns out people are going to be anarchists and anarchy, so
Sheesh.
they tore this place apart and stole from it. And then the worst thing, this is new. Apparently, some more people are looking for Christopher's loot. They came around and they stripped all of the freaking sand from underneath and around it, trying to look for Christopher's loot. And, like, what the heck? Gosh,
was it?
can nobody have anything nice in Anarchy? And then over here, there's tons of just random things out in Anarchy. There was a decent size, like over here, there were no rules other than like no duplicating, like no actually like cheating in the game. Over here,
And there's so many hidden
you find
bases too. I don't
let's
really
find
know.
Delaney's base because that one has a decent bit of sentiment to me at least. Because me and Landon
What's
were out looking for revenge on Delaney, and I'm going too far, aren't I?
It was by the river.
I'm going too far. Yeah, I'm. Here she is. Here she is. So Landon, we're trying to find Delaney's base on Anarchy. I'm trying to raid it. And then we came down here, and we put a bunch of signs down here, like we put a bunch of signs down here, roasting her, and we blew it to smithereens, and looted it, and stripped it to its core, and made it really dark so a bunch of monsters would spawn in. And turns out, one of Christopher's things, one of his chests, were over here. I think the boots or something like that were hidden in Delaney's base. Because apparently he found it as well, because sea cucumbers do not spawn in and river biome, so
Yeah, isn't that how
kind of
she?
gave away your base.
Yeah, I remember that because I was looking for bases too, and I found this. I literally found this on my own before you guys said anything about it, and I saw all these signs, and she had a chest here, and I took all the stuff, and it was a bunch of trash, but she had like a chest that the stuff you guys didn't take from it, and I took some of it because there was some wood in there. I was like, "Oh, I can use that."
That's funny.
I mean, I'm in Anarchy, so. But these signs are so funny.
So, Davis, this is the point in time where I can reveal to you where my base is. Alright?
I remember I took one day
So,
to
my
try to
base-
find all the bases, but
It was right here. It was in kind of an obscure location. It
Davis base.
It had. Huh?
It says Davis base.
Oh, yeah, I wanted
Oh.
it to have bad spelling so people would think it was actually your base.
What?
And I want to put it in lowercase. And then that's pretty funny. And then I also wanted it to be Davis's base, so people like Adam would be more hesitant to loot it or something like that. Like, people really want to
Yeah.
go after me. I was going to have a secret area back here that was going to be super obvious, and then it was going to have a secret room instilled into the secret room, and that's where the real loot was going to be.
What is this? I don't want to punch it. 'cause
That
it's gonna
was
destroy.
a lodestone compass. Oh gosh, I just never
Yeah, it
mind.
destroys if you punch it and create it.
Yeah, gosh, what was I thinking? Just a lodestone compass. Not super valuable loot in here, but it had decent stuff. It met the requirements of the minimum. Where's your base at, Davis?
It was over here somewhere. There, I didn't have much in it at all. Why'd you teleport?
Oh gosh, did I teleport you to me? My bad.
It was.
I was trying to teleport to you.
I don't think I even had any chests in it yet, so I don't. There's really no point.
Really?
And like looking at it, but if
Funny.
I can find it off the top of my eyes, I think that's it. Yes, I found it. It was more of
Oh,
like
really?
a trap. It was more of a trap than anything else. Here, you have to teleport to me. So like you come down here, and then I was going to
talking about
have.
this. We found this.
Yeah, I was going to have it. You walk to the iron door, and then this would pull out from under you, and then you would fall to your death.
Uh-huh.
But I really didn't do much to it
Yeah, there were no chests in here.
because I didn't finish it. I was gonna have like chests in the back, so you just run in and try to grab it. But
Man, I found Bryce's base, and I feel so bad, but he had like one emerald, like a sharpness 1 book, and like a couple other like scraps, and I was like, do I even take this at this point?
I find nobody wanted to to put anything valuable in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
It was
speaking
really
of, I
good.
forgot about this cactus formation. This was like a big mystery for a while. Like there was just a random cactus formation that was not natural. But, like I had mined so much around it, and there was nothing there. I can't remember if that was
Well,
it or if it was somewhere else.
so so over here, yeah, we had this. Me and Lana made this. It was in a certain particular shape, and we want it to be super obvious, and then somebody would find it down here. And basically, down here, if you follow me, Divs, um,
Oh, there was actually a
you
base there?
mine that piece of sandstone down there, and then you come down this hallway, and it has been mined to a scrap, and then it looked like a normal room.
Oh, I did
And
find
then at
this.
the end, there was a button, and you click the button, and then dispensers would come out of the roof and fill the room with lava. And then Christopher was the only one to find it, and then he just disabled it.
Yeah, because he had netherite and it didn't do anything to him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but it wasn't netherite banned then? You probably just got out. I don't know. Either way, I did remember that actually. I forgot I had found. I can't remember if I found it or if somebody showed me, but I remember for a while there I was so confused what that was. I think is that about it. I'm sure there's other stuff here that we just don't know about, but
Yeah. I wish we could have X-ray vision so we could try and find the other things.
oh, remember the X-ray vision
unfortunately,
thing that Adam and Delaney were gonna do?
gosh, that was, man, those guys, Delaney and Adam, did not have a
They're
great
like
rap
Bonnie and Clyde.
sometimes.
Have you heard of Bonnie and Clyde?
Yeah.
That's literally what they were.
Yeah, the what?
That's literally what they were.
Uh-huh. Dude, I didn't even realize how big these warped and crimson trees get. You
Yeah.
want to go and show this little community over here with
Yeah.
Adam?
This is the Adam
Delaney's
family.
house, Adam's
Atkins
awesome.
family.
Yeah, all of it.
Had Delaney's house, which was Adam's girlfriend, so Adam's house. My old house. Oh, my first house. I forgot about this.
Oh yeah.
Here's my
Gotta
first
move
house.
into his community.
It kind of got.
Ashton took
I don't
it
know.
over.
What happened here?
I remember Adam wanted to make it look spooky, and then Ashton.
Oh, that's what
was
happened.
on
Yeah.
anarchy on it.
I forgot. Adam wanted to make it look spooky, so he added a bunch of random stuff to it.
Mm-hmm. And then
It's an interesting
Here's-
house.
yeah, Alice based over here. It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, I like Ella's base.
Mm-hmm.
And she
And
played a lot. Too.
then she played a ton. She's got Peanut. I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
Peanut
that was
did
me.
this.
Wait. No,
Oh, yeah.
I was Macy. Never mind. I gave her Macy. I wanted to give her
Oh,
Peanut,
okay.
but I couldn't find the cat. I got Macy instead. Or wait, no.
That's a lot of random stuff.
No, I think I did get her a cat, but I think she left it somewhere. I don't know. We can
Yeah,
try to
little-
find it on her tour.
Tiny little farm back here. Here's something related to Ella while we're on her topic. Back here, she had a little secret base going. Not super secret, but secret enough. Oops, sorry. Oh, snap. She actually made even more progress on it. Wow.
Whoa.
It's even cooler now.
Yeah, this looks like
What's
really
down
good.
here? Yeah, she's working on it a lot. Wow, okay. That's really interesting.
It looks good.
I have not visited this in a while. Did you go down the hole in the center?
Oh, I was trying to. I was kind of struggling.
Yeah, she got a bunch of ores in the walls and stuff. Got her own little
Whoa.
treasure pile back here.
This is so cool.
Kind of interesting. Yeah, this is honestly pretty sick.
That's
Have
what we
you
have to
seen this
see.
before? Did I show you this already?
I saw it at the very beginning. Like when there was nothing, it was just a hollow room.
Uh-huh.
And that was the only time I saw it. Here's a good topic. So this was Aiden's prison that we made whenever we assassinated him in one of my videos. And in this prison, it was weird. Something happened, and
They
it
left
was
a hole in it. They didn't plug up a hole.
and it was
so
my
I
fault because I fell
able
in.
to-
But it was so dark, I couldn't see anything. So it looked like it was filled in. It was getting kind of night. And I was
Yeah,
so
so
nervous
they-
when we were trying to get it, and hopefully nobody would notice it. Because obviously somebody saw it. I didn't want anybody to say, "What is that random obsidian structure there?" That's why you're so nervous
So-
for it.
What happened there was they made this obsidian box, a repeat of it at my spawn at my base. They also made one at the world spawn, so whenever I died there. So I managed to destroy the ones at my base, the beds there, and then Elijah broke open a hole for me there, and then Adam just killed me. And then I came back over here and respawned. There's a hole in it. I ran out and I immediately came back here and I ran to Delaney's base and I crouched and I got diamond stuff off of her little armory back here, and I also got a trident from one of her chests.
Yeah, 'cause she just kind of didn't play anymore.
I equipped myself up in diamond armor and a trident, and then I very slowly just crouched across and made it through shopping districts. Managed to get up into my house, and get some withers, and then threaten them back to get my stuff back and exile them from the city.
Here was Delaney's
And
house.
nobody helped me. Nobody was backing me up. I was like,
I know, because Sean and
will anybody help me? Sean
So
and
did
Aidan were like, I don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, they just left, and then Hope was like, "What's going on?" She always said, "What's going on?" like 50 times. And then me and Adam were trying to attack
slightly
you.
helpful.
Yeah, Elijah was, and then he started didn't he start shooting at you at one point or something?
Yeah, I was so confused. It was
We put a bounty
mayhem.
on your head. He would shoot at us and shoot at you at the same time. It was so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing.
He was just like,
He was on his own.
I don't know where I stood.
He was neutral. That was Delaney's house, by the way. There used to be a bunch of lovey-dovey messages in here. Whenever we had 2 lovebirds on the server. They were kind of everywhere.
Where, for some reason, has Adam's house just been? Yeah, Adam's house has just been erased. It was right here. He blew it up.
He filled in with
What?
cobblestone. Oh, look, here's a portion of it. It's kind of weird.
Okay, yeah, gosh, this thing looks spooky. It's just.
I don't know why he
barren
filled
now.
it in. I would have just left it here, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
because he...
strange.
Yeah, he blew it up himself. It's kind of weird. Here's Austin's house. Adam's brother. Like I said, the whole Atkins family is over here.
Exactly. He paid me to build this map up here. I just copied the map from my own map table and just transferred it over, and then a creeper blew up and took half the map away, or a third, I guess. He's also got a bottom portion. He called himself the hunter and wanted to hunt every animal on the server.
So, here was, over here, this was the Coliseum. This had some pretty fun nights, but at the same time, this is a weird structure, but at the same time, this was kind of frustrating because nobody would ever be on, nobody would ever play in. I don't really want to play tonight. And we were trying to get the server going, but, this tournament going, but eventually we had a winner. Myself. I'm a PvP champion.
I got second place.
Alright.
Even though I was really bad that day.
We had a fisticuff. And what you do is you would be in here. Here was your room, red versus blue, like usual. There was fisticuff, and there was also one with weapons and armor and stuff. And on the very last day, they built this weird structure.
Everybody observed.
Over here,
it always got my heart racing.
I know it was really fun. That was a blast. Here's James's house, my nephew. He built the house. He got on for a day or 2. Yeah. Continuing. That might have been his house too. I'm not sure. Here was the auction house.
Oh yeah. So, gosh, I had a little bit of trouble finding it there. Basically, I wanted to host a little event on the server, and at the same time, I wanted to get rid of some of the stuff I didn't need. So, most of these auction storage units have been stripped to the ground, but each of them, everybody bid on them, and the minimum bid was 5 diamonds, I think it was, and some of them had hidden treasures in them that you wouldn't see with your own bare eyes, and some of them were deceivingly bad.
Hold up, we never did this.
but
I don't think
overall,
we ever
it was a
did
lot
this
of fun.
cell number 7.
This one was going to. So what I had planned for this one, I wanted an extended auction because I was still working on what I wanted to do with this. And basically, you come in here and you start a treasure hunt, and it would lead you all across the server. And then there'd be tons of dungeons and stuff, and it'd actually be like trapped in like this big, humongous, very interesting treasure hunt. And then there'd be like a final dungeon, and there'd be specific requirements and rules for like the stuff you could bring into the dungeon. And you'd go in, and if you beat the dungeon, then at the end you'd get like this massive, awesome loot haul. And I was really excited to work on it, but at the same time, the server had died before
Mhm.
I was able to push
Yeah,
this out.
unfortunately. All right, so
Mhm.
from there, I think that's like all the stuff on this side of the server.
We didn't go on the other side of the river, if that's.
Yeah, I'm saying like on this side.
Oh, okay, yeah, over there.
So over here, this was Nate's house. There's really not a lot with Nate's house because he kind of never played, and this was kind of built for him. Like he started building it.
YouTube
and it was
tutorial.
finished. Yeah, YouTube tutorial. He started building it.
He
Then,
paid me to finish it.
yep. But I'd say the one most notable thing about his house was he had all his storage in here, and this was like he never played, so his house was abandoned, and people would just come in and loot him all the time. People would just go around if they needed stuff. They just go grab stuff from his chest. And multiple people
That
did
was
it too. Adam did it. Hope did it.
Annoying.
I think Bryson did it some. Oh, and there's a big thing about. So for a while, Bryson wanted this for a shop, but Nate never wanted to sell it because he's like, "What if I get back on?" Even though we kind of knew he wouldn't.
He
but
never would.
He's like,
Yeah.
"What if we get back on?" And so that whole thing, and then he eventually said like, "Yeah, you can have it." And then Aidan was like, "Wait, I want to sell that as mayor." And then a bunch of stuff happened. And it ended up, I can't remember what happened.
This would have been a perfect spot for expanding the shopping district, though.
Mhm.
Low key.
Well, I know Bryson was making
Throwing
a
it
shop
down.
for a while. Do you want to have a shop on
Uh-huh.
the bottom and then have his house at the top? Over here is the town hall, one of the greatest structures on here. The law board. There's a lot that's happened in this town hall. Actually, there's really not, but I will say the mayor
Yeah, he
election
really only
happened here.
completed it at the end.
Yeah, the mayor election happened here. I have footage of that. I just didn't have
The
audio.
debate.
The debate. Where did that happen at? Was that outside?
No,
Or
the
was it
debate
inside?
happened right here. This was cleared out at the time, and we
Oh,
made like
yeah.
a makeshift podium.
That's right.
And I remember like Lindsay came in and into the live stream, and I didn't even get to save the stream, unfortunately. Even though that would have been a good one to have saved, but
Oh yeah, I remember she was watching it. I was so nervous because
didn't
I
have
didn't
auto
prepare
save
at
on.
all, and I knew you were live streaming. It's like I didn't have anything,
Mhm.
and I didn't really know what my purpose was. Whatever, I don't know. This
Here
right
was
here.
my inauguration stage.
Mhm. Yep, and this is also where Aidan got assassinated by yours truly. Yeah.
Gosh, they're luring me to take my armor off. Like, let's see everybody's skins, and then Davis was trying to call. Actually, you tell them that. You
Well,
tell
pretty
them that.
much. Well, actually, I have a video on it, but pretty much.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, like it was just really fresh. Like we just tried to do a meeting, and the whole point of the meeting was to kill Aidan, but nobody knew that, and it was just me and Adam who knew that. And there's so much stuff wrong happened. Like there was one point, Adam was going to finish up your bed or whatever. He was going to get something. I can't remember, but he left, and then like 5 people left and followed him. And Sam's like, okay, I'm coming back because one, that kind of took away from what we were doing, and 2, like that completely ruined mine and Adam's plan. So
Mhm.
Adam came back. It was just really annoying. And over here, this was like a door thief. This was from early days.
Yeah, basically, Christopher. There just a bunch of unexplained doors went missing on the server, and only zombies and vindicators can break doors. So he decided to throw the door thief in jail, and he was our scapegoat to be punished instead of whoever actually was doing it, or if zombies or vindicators were actually doing it, then he was just the person who got imprisoned for it.
And this, let me also note that this happened when I wasn't playing. Like this was like early days when I wasn't playing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so over here, okay, so we've done all that.
Let's show more to the right first, and then we can go more leftwards and sweep over there.
Okay,
Do Hope's house and Landon's and Sean's.
this is Hope's house. Not much to it. Like she just kind of, I don't really know many memories about it. She just kind of built the house.
Hope and Elijah lived here together. It's a pretty nice house. I really honestly enjoyed the
It was a nice like
flash of
addition
color after
because
the server.
because not that many people use color and they would just use wood and stuff. And then you had Aiden's Black Castle and then this was nice to have like a bright pink and blue.
For sure. These were Sean and Landon's first original houses after their very first house, their conjoined living house, was blown up into smithereens. The greatest mystery on the server that eventually spiraled into a series of events that basically caused anarchy to outbreak on the server. But these houses were they were okay. They were something. And Landon's house got blown up a second time over here from a creeper. What did you say, whoops for?
I accidentally went through the portal.
Oh, yep. That'll happen. That's what I did earlier.
Oh my goodness, now I'm back over here with his house.
I get you. Boom.
So that happened. Let's go over to Landon's old house then. We can show that off. So here was Landon's old house. Like we said, it kind of got blown up. He was always a thing with he had a thing for these bamboo forests, whatever. Yeah, and mysteriously got blown up, and nobody, even to this day, even after the server was over, nobody's admitting to it. So I personally thought it was Landon and Sean.
Yeah, who knows at this point? Because after we were all confessing, like what we did at the end of the server, Landon and Sean weren't there talking about it with us, so it still could have been one of them.
I honestly think if it wasn't them, I think someone convinced themselves that they didn't actually do it. Like they had done it, and they just convinced themselves they didn't.
What?
It's not that far fetched.
It's not that far fetched because a lot of times people convince themselves that they might have done something or didn't do something.
Right. Also, I'm at Bryson's house right now. This was Bryson's house. After he destroyed his last one, he decided to rebuild it here. And I just found this when I walked in. He has a come visit the stat paper. That was from like right once the stat came out. I advertised it to people and put those. Those are really rare to find. There's only a couple left in the server. Most of them got destroyed, and I can't remember. I don't think anybody has any more stat. Not stat. The STL. Sorry. Okay, never mind. That was for the stack. Never mind. That's not what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see if I can get back on. That was about an hour and a half, just to let you know. And we still have so much to go. Yeah, and I might have to get off soon. If I do, that'd be okay. Like, we can always do a second part. And I might do a second part anyways. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably just put it all in one video, though. But I'm gonna put, like, I'm thinking the title for it, I'm gonna be like, our COVID 2020 server. Imagine if it got super popular. Like, that just sounds like a nice, like a good name.
That's a good name, yeah.
And I feel like that'd be something. I'm thinking 2 billion views. Okay, Minecraft's not even working right now. Let me get off.
Wait, what'd you say after that?
Oh, Minecraft's not working.
No, before that. You say hopefully it'll get a decent bit of views.
No, I said 2 billion. What is it?
I hate when. What is it? I hate when Ashton says "huh" all the time in group chats, just randomly.
I know.
Like, had you just not read that and just like read the last thing and then just like you're bewildered or something?
Ashton could get. I have to admit, Ashton could get slightly annoying sometimes when you would say something to him and he would be like, "Huh?" Like he wasn't listening at all. All right, let's get back to this. I don't have a whole lot of time.
The same way sometimes.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So we did that.
This is behind Bryson's house. He's got a little storage room back here.
Oh,
Nothing too fancy, but and I always thought something really funny was how he needed to grow bunch of nether trees, and then he just had this putrid abomination just expanding into the desert. And this thing,
Mhm.
at one point, I feel like was even bigger. I think he cleaned up a little bit of it. But this thing is nasty. What is
Yeah,
it?
it was
What's
so
back
funny.
here? What's this orange and brown thing back
That was
here?
somebody's house they
Is this
started
yours?
making. No, I can't remember whose that was. I think it was one of Allison's
What the?
friends.
Did they own this thing, or is this?
I don't know.
I don't think that.
I don't know how that Nether got there, but I'm pretty sure this was one of her friends.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. Real quick, out here, see this out here? I never told anybody, but I really want to make an STL map, like a map art. So I had a ton of netherrack, and I started doing this, but I didn't realize how big a chunk was, or like a basic map or whatever. And it like was massive, and it took me forever just to do that. And I was like, okay, no, I'm not doing this. I was like, I'm not doing this.
That's interesting. Let's show your house now.
Okay, so my house,
Actually.
and then we'll get to Allison's community.
Oh yeah.
My house. Actually, let's do Allison's community first. Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this kind
It
of
was
stinks.
so awesome, but she tore it into the ground because they wanted to move away from all the action that's going on out here, all the anarchy and stuff, and they also want their own little area to
They should
expand
have
and
just
so
left
forth.
it.
But instead, they wanted to pick it up and then take it somewhere else. But after they picked it up, they felt really uninspired to take it somewhere else. So then they just stopped playing.
Well, no, the reason I stopped playing is because I told them the server was about to close. I was like, hey,
Oh,
you can keep
okay.
working on it, but I'm almost positive the server's about to close. So honestly, if I were you guys, I wouldn't do that. So they just stopped.
Oh yeah.
But over
I thought
here,
they just became uninspired.
I do have this on video, so I have like a video evidence of, or a video footage, like we can see what those used to look like. Well, that was short. That was gonna be a lot longer, but over here, all right, here's my house. Now, in my house,
Probably the worst abomination on the server. This thing.
this was the first thing I made was this giant house right here, and I absolutely love this house. This is probably my favorite house I've ever made.
First thing you made?
My first house I made. I mean, my first like big house. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know what I was going with that.
Yeah.
My
this was your
first,
last house.
originally I
Out of
meant
everything.
like first building because there's two over here or three technically. But yeah. So inside here, I decorated this first room, and I really liked it. And there's some pillagers trapped somewhere. I don't know. And then I didn't really ever do much. I really didn't decorate this place much. I just kind of went down there. Then if you go upstairs, but I really like this first room. I actually really enjoyed how I decorated that. Upstairs was, here's my first dog, Ben. But upstairs was, you know, it was just this pretty plain, pretty empty. My favorite thing about this house, though, or one of my favorites, was this fireplace I made. Oh, I blocked it off. But yeah, my fireplace I made, because like I made it so that it actually goes to the top. So there's, I don't know, it felt cool to me. Like I said, I didn't really decorate much of it, but when we come around here, I'm pretty sure I have a tour of all this stuff, because I think I made a video. But this is the very last. I just did a little bit of just random stuff here. And over here, I put sugarcane farm. I don't think I was really supposed to, but at that point, people were just doing their own thing, so I just put it. And then right here was my storage. I really liked the storage. I really liked how you could just walk up it and go inside of it. And in just a second, I want to show this stuff, but it was just kind of random stuff. It's pretty much all cleared out except for junk I don't need because me and Adam moved.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I want to show you. Just like, so okay, if you can see my screen, you'll be able to tell. But on my screen right now, I have in my enchantment table, I have a ton of shulker boxes. I'm about to get them all out. Also, I ended up at the very end with 26 diamond blocks and 6 diamonds.
That's pretty good.
Alright, so I really hope this didn't just turn these all into... Okay, it did. I'm laying down all my shulker boxes. I believe I had more stuff too. I unloaded it, but I want to find my valuables chest. I had a chest full of like prized possessions, or like artifacts to be in the server.
I think here it is. This gold one right here, valuables. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna place all
There
these
she
out.
is.
But there was
You
one.
put poop dollar in there.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So you for sure found it. Okay. Let me go. Yeah. Okay. So, first. So this is like first place at the Battle Arena tournament. I didn't use the diamond block. I wanted to keep it. This enchantment book had Curse of Vanishing. Keep onto the STL. That thing is so rare. One stack, one or. This was come visit the stack, and then right next to the town hall or whatever. I'm not sure. But this is right next to the STL. Somebody's breaking down my door. Oh my goodness. Here's a free coupon. A lottery prize Elytra. On the original stack, I was the first person to get the top prize, which was the Elytra. So I just named it Lottery Prize Elytra and never used it really. This is my old emerald thing I used to sell. Coupon to the STL. One of these is super old. I can't remember. One of these is new and one of these is old. I can't remember.
Here's how many diamonds I ended the server off with. Diamond block, 42 diamond blocks and 78. Why did it drop it again?
I want to see what all I had in here.
Oh, I see why I dropped it.
Oh! See this orange one? This is one of the prize winners for one of my top prize things.
The orange one? Oh! Okay.
Oh! I found my personal chest. Oh! I found King of the Sea, my trident. You know my really good trident I had? King of the Sea.
Oh, okay.
Come look at the black
yeah.
one. Totems, there's a bunch of enchantment books.
This is
And
a lot of shulker boxes.
Yeah, and I died towards the end and lost a ton of stuff.
Oh, is this another prize? Another grand prize? This orange one?
Yeah, this was the mega grand prize. It had 2 Elytras in it. It had like all this stuff, and it was so nice. Remember, I think I peeked.
Delaney's house. What is this? Oh, it's the bidding for Delaney's house. What the? You stole that?
Oh, I guess I did. Let me see if my chest is full of diamonds still in the back. I mean, not diamonds. I mean, shulker boxes. Oh no, I took them all. Okay. All right, Aiden, I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm gonna try. If I had to get off, I will. But I'm gonna try to continue this. I want to try to finish this. All right. So back to it. Over here, and I can keep playing. So
Back to it.
yeah. Over here was an expansion I started doing. Like this was at the very end too, and I really liked how it was going. Like I said, we just kind of quit playing at the time. But this wall, so the reason for this wall, originally I was going to kind of take over this city and rebuild it and make it look really nice. But
Competition.
it was really difficult. It was a lot more difficult. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. So every time I would stand here and look at the city, it would make me so like stressed and anxious to build it. And I didn't want to have that. So I just built this wall so I never looked at it. And it worked. Like right once I built the wall, I felt like 100 times better. Because I could start working on my house and stuff and not worry about that village. Alright, so yeah.
Is that the competition you're gonna host here? And also back
Yeah.
here's Adam's little Christmas house.
Look, you can actually see. You can see where I marked off one of the spots. Because remember, it wasn't just going to be houses. Oh, I got a big story to tell. Okay, so I marked this off because I was going to do farms and stuff too. Now look right here. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to start a story, and I was going to have. And this is before the egg on Cream SMP. I was going to have this thing. This Crying Obsidian was like. This thing was like absorbing blocks. So see how these blocks all went down? I blew a bunch of stuff, and I put like random blocks on this, and it was going to be like absorbing blocks, and it was going to keep taking out the city, and I was going to keep expanding it and make it like massive, and then make this giant ball like huge. And I was going to do that in like my videos and stuff. And be like, what in the world? I think I deleted it, but I think I had one clip where I was back here. I was like, what in the world? What is this? Like, what's happening? And I'd be like looking around. I was like, what?
That's cool.
I don't think I ever told anybody about that, but I remember that. That was I
This was the first time
completely
I'm
forgot
hearing
about
it.
that. Like I completely forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I left it up.
Yeah, you're gonna hold a competition over here in the city as well,
Yeah.
and yeah, tell them about that.
Well, I was gonna hold a competition, and pretty much I was going to have a bunch of areas marked off, and people could build like whatever they wanted to in them, pretty much, or like renovate them, like this farm. So there'd be areas that were blank, areas that like this farm, and then houses, and people were going to renovate it and make them look better. And then the winner was going to get like a ton of diamonds. I think it was like 8 or 9 diamond blocks for the winner. And I was going to have some other prizes. We decided Aidan was like, you should probably instead of just doing a ton of like reward for the main person, do like decent rewards for everybody else too. And I never really decided because I never hosted the competition. But honestly, that's definitely I'd say smarter. And I think I was going to end up doing that. Because at first I didn't want to, but I think I was going to at the end. But right here, real quick, this is Allison's house. Um, she, this is a villager house that she had, and then it slowly kept getting blown up by creepers. This is all creeper explosions. There was a couple times it would spawn in her house and blow up still. And so that was,
Oh, man.
yeah, that was.
That's really funny. Over here in Adam's Christmas cabin, he was gonna do like a 12 days of Christmas type thing and give people a gift every single day leading up to Christmas, but then he just didn't.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have enough time. I don't know.
Had yeah,
But the
no
cabin
other
did look
year.
nice.
Too busy. Yeah, it did. It did look nice though.
See, one thing that kind of destroyed this world, because the world was starting to go downhill, one thing that kind of messed it up was like Cold War and like other games, and the fact that people were going. Our school has done so many weird things. Like they've gone back and forth between virtual and in person. And there was a couple times in the year they would randomly make us go in person, and then cases would go up, and then we'd go back to virtual. And like that was around that time when that weird stuff was happening, and so that kind of contributed to people didn't have as much time and everything. And it was like a hybrid schedule, so like half the week people were in person, and like half the week they weren't. It was just there were so many factors, but honestly, I think the server ended on a fairly good note. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all over here. I want to show. Can you meet up at this
We want to
road?
go back to like the villager trading farm area, or
Yeah, wait, hold up. Can I actually show my thing first since it's kind of attached to my
yeah.
house? So on this road, just follow the road. So what happened was, I wanted to build. Can we try it today real quick? Or like get the rain off? It's kind of distracting. But I wanted to build a raid farm. In order to do that, you have to have a. What is this? Real quick, what is this?
What is
It's
what?
like the start of a castle. That looks kind of cool.
Where are you at?
Come back to me.
Oh, that thing.
Who was that? Who
Wait,
built it?
no, that's not. Is that, where are
There's
you
a
at?
ton of
Yeah,
cobblestone
support you. Support. Boom. Oh, over here.
I don't know
Oh.
who this was, but somebody started building a
This
castle
is-
or something.
Really well built, as well. Wait, this is Sam's castle.
Really?
This is the idea that he was thinking about. He built a massive castle on another server, and he's gonna literally just like rebuild block for block on this server. But I knew he wasn't actually going to.
Yeah. Okay, back to my story. So, me and Adam went on a giant. I don't know what you call it, but we tried to get this. We tried to get villagers over there. This is Albert, one of our villagers. Well, it takes a lot of time to do that, especially because this thing was really far away, and there was a ton of mishaps. And also, Aiden, there's another building over here. I want to look at this.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who came out here and built stuff. This is cool.
That is another really interesting build.
Yeah, I wonder who did this. I wish we could like have one of those plugins that tells you like the details about blocks when they're placed and stuff. I've seen those on some
Uh-huh.
servers and things.
There's an igloo right next to here.
But so what happened was we spent so much time. I went through 3 villages, and somehow all the villagers would die or something like that would happen. It was super annoying. But we finally got one. Like after so much time, we finally got one. And was this a wither fight? That's a weird like go down here. This is not like very natural. Like it looks like it looks kind of natural, but at the same time.
No, this is definitely natural.
Yeah, but come down here. It looks like there's explosions and stuff. Maybe somebody just exploded stuff. That's weird. Okay. Well, let's keep going. That was one of the villages right there. Actually, I'll wait for you.
Wait for me.
Yeah. Where you at? Oh, there you are. So this was one of the villages right here that I tried to get villagers out of that somehow all died. Like, it was so annoying. And then there was one point, I finally got a villager in there, and then a raid spawned in it because I didn't spawn proof it correctly, and then it just killed it. Here's another village I went through. Let me see if you can find the building.
You could assume all the villages.
Here's one. So this was actually a zombie village. And so that's why we had this building. And we're going to breed them and then have infinite supply. And they somehow died. They escaped one day, and then they all died. It was so annoying. Like, the amount of stuff, like, that happened in this was just, there was so much unlucky stuff. But if we keep going, you can see where we put the minecarts right here. You can see the trail. I don't know why it never snowed over it, but this is our minecart trail. All the way to finally our raid farm. And whenever I got this built, I was so happy. Like, oh yeah, you can see back here. So look at this. This was one of the villages that we first had. And we built this contraption. Pretty much what would happen is we put the villagers right here. They would get sucked up this thing. And we get them up here. And we get them over here. And they would get sucked up this thing. And then we get them to the top. And then just transport them all the way over there to my raid farm. And along with this raid farm, this was also one of my very first bases that I started building. I wanted to build a giant before I even had ideas of building a raid farm. Over here, I wanted to have a giant like hole and go all the way to bedrock, but it took a lot of time. This was actually the first thing I started working on when I got back into the game, or like whenever I got on originally. I started working on this, and I was like, I want to do a huge project, and I was like, no, I can't do this. I'm not going to do a huge project. So that kind of just failed. Here's my semi-good auto iron gold farm. I mean, it worked for the fact that I was getting it just for free. But yeah, here's my raid farm.
The most efficient.
It was actually, I actually kind of like really enjoyed it because, like, if you think about it, I was going for emeralds and getting a little bit of iron out of it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And totems.
There's a way to utilize the extra resources of crossbows and
it was nice
that you didn't need.
Alright, well, I think that's it over here.
Mm-hmm. This is way far out. We're back. Oh gosh, where's Central City from here?
Oh, it called me. It's like just
Here, I'll
a
just
straight path.
teleport to you when you get there.
It's like just a straight path this way. Let me make sure I'm recording. Okay. What if I didn't record any of it at all?
Yes. That'd be awesome.
Like, I don't think I could redo this. Not at least, like, the first time.
Not within, like, the next couple of months. We
wouldn't
like
feel the same.
A few months of recharge.
Yeah. Because, like, we'd be just trying to repeat stuff that we'd already said. It wouldn't feel the same. Speaking of, another just quick thing while we're flying over there. Ella's birthday party, that's something that happened on here. We didn't really say earlier. We had a birthday party for Adam's sister, Ella. And that was pretty cool. What are just some other events that we've already, like, been to that we just haven't really talked about? Do you know if any?
We will do pretty often in relation to the town hall. Especially at the beginning of the server, we would do city council meetings and deliberate like laws and stuff in the server. And I think that was kind of cool. And we also, we had our mayoral election that we talked about. And
I wish I knew the exact dates of the server.
We're coming to I wish that we had the feed still.
Is it on the the
My
one thing?
favorite of things.
Is it still in like even though we can't get on the server? Is it still in the realm?
Maybe.
Just to let you know, I took a video a long time ago of the feed because I wanted to just in case. It was like right once the server started dying. Oh, also this used to be a Christmas tree for Christmas. All right, where are you at? I'm at shopping district.
I'm here with you.
All right, we can continue on to. We'll go back here.
Yeah, let's go back here. A couple smaller farms, big bamboo fortress per usual, whatever this thing was, but most importantly, Christopher's prized possession. I built this, but he really did all the work of villagers and stuff inside. Our villager trading hall, where are they laying on the floor for you too?
Yeah, there's a really bad glitch with villagers. They started doing that like 2 updates ago, and yeah, like there was half the time I would walk in here
funny.
and they would all just fly out.
They fly away. Yep.
And I
would always do that anymore.
I'd always have to restart Minecraft and stuff. It was just really
But yeah, here you get all of the enchantment books possible that you could possibly think up with your mind. And Christopher put in a lot of work to get us here with good prices and stuff like that. There's a second floor as well. But overall, I just got to say, good job, Christopher. Thank you.
Yeah, Chris. Woo. Chris, if you're watching this video.
Our hourly Christopher shout out.
Go subscribe to him on chrisisalegend.com.
On Endercat65. Oh, over here.
Oh, real quick, come over here before you do that.
Okay.
This has something to do with this. So I also, over here, I had some sketchy work one time. It's not really sketchy, but, I mean, it's not sketchy in terms of cheating or anything, but like it's sketchy in terms of real life. I take the villagers, like I would take a villager, and I'd try to bring them out here and then like kill them, or, like zombify them and then unzombify them, and it never worked. So, like it worked, but it didn't do the thing I wanted it to, which is to reduce the prices. And so I just kind of. But I thought that was funny. I just left it here. It's like a little thing.
These random dirt squares over here were my turtle farms. They worked. They worked. A lot of mishaps in the meantime, but it ended up working. And my final turtle farm was right over here, and this was the one that I actually got a lot of eggs and scoop from. I left the 2 original turtles here, Daquan and Tyrone. They are both males, but they breed. So
Still works.
This was going to be in relation to Anarchy Acres. Basically, you could hire me for work as a hitman in Anarchy, and you'd come to this bar and you'd ask for a glass of water, and I'd be like, right this way, and then you'd come down here, and I would open that up, and then over here you put down on the sign your name, your diamonds offers, your targets or target, and the specifics of the job, like where the base might be or whatever details you wanted to give. And then I had a little viewpoint over into the
Why is it raining so much today? What in the world?
Yeah,
Although that noise though, no, don't turn it off. That noise right here, like underwater, just sounds so relaxing.
I don't hear it.
You don't have rain turned on?
I do, but I just can't hear it for some reason. Close the lever. Boom.
Close the one door.
Where's the door? Yeah. Where'd the other door go?
Alright, now this was my prized possession. Yeah, I'd say this is my prized possession. Although I did really like my other house. My water temple. This thing was so difficult to build, and I had to stop it because of it just took up way too many resources. And like this was after raiding 2 temples. That's all I could do, like in terms of Dark Prismarine and stuff. And I could get 4 of them. It was just insane. This is the house I was talking earlier about that Duncan made, the Schmidt Residence. And it's just he's really good at building stuff.
I want to throw the conduit back down under here so you can more properly view the area down here.
Yeah. So I
That's nice.
had so much stuff here that I was working on, and eventually, yeah, like I had this whole area, and I started mining down. I was gonna have like you go down here. I never actually finished it, but over here you can actually see a bunch of my resources that I had for building. So like, I had like no dark prismarine, but I had so much prismarine.
Jeez, you saw so much prismarine left in there.
Yeah, I had a ton because I just kind of stopped. If I would have used it all, it would have probably gone away. But dark prismarine is what I wanted though, and it's just what I didn't have.
Yeah, look.
But this
look
was a
at that.
completely finished
Goodness,
tower.
2 temples gave you that much dark prismarine? That would have taken forever.
This was a fully completed tower. This is what they would look like if I did all of them. And I love the design. It took me. There were so many times where I'd be working on this like during class and stuff, trying to get it down like what I liked. There's like a D&D session I was working on it too. There was one time. Remember, I was muted, and you're like, unmute yourself. And you heard me like clicking on something. Like, what are you doing? I'm like,
Oh my goodness, that's really funny.
And I think he got mad at me on that one. You're like, if you're not gonna play with this, you don't have to play or whatever. And I was like, no, I want to play. Okay. I don't blame you for getting mad at me, but so here, why did somebody leave this on? Here's my mob grinder. One of the only AFK farms on the server, and like, it wasn't super efficient, but it lasted me a long time. There was a couple bugs on it, and it took forever to build, but I was just so happy with this.
Like, I was going to sell a pass to this at one point, like, if you wanted to go to the mob farm.
Yeah, I was going to sell a pass to it. Or they would just fall down there and then click a lever. The reason I didn't do the pass was just because the XP, how XP worked was really weird, and it wouldn't give it to some people if they, I don't know, it was super weird.
Indeed, it was really buggy.
Oh, what was Strand's Castle?
Yeah, actually.
Got a lot
actually
done.
looks kind of, yeah, decent. It's...
What
Wait,
the
what
the?
S. Denise?
Kick them quick before they
your
destroy
friends?
stuff. No? I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
I'm just gonna throw them in visitor. We'll just see what happens.
Wait.
They won't be able to do anything. Visitor! Hope they have fun! Here, I wanna see my friends list real quick, see if they actually know them. Nope, they're not on my friends list.
I would check mine, but if I do, it will probably kick me off. How much who are you? Because if they say the name, I might
This is
know.
Castle. He had a skeleton farm somewhere around here, and he actually got some decent work on the outer walls of it. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
His main little area was right here. You don't remember? Me? What the heck? They are a terrible typer.
What's your name? Maybe I will.
That's Denise, man.
I don't remember that username from anywhere. That's Denise.
Maybe I will, or Aidan. Wow. S. Denise?
I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, here's the inside. Oh, this looks nice.
It's nice and cozy. Is there anything up here? Yeah, there is more upwards. And
Oh,
then
there
it comes
is?
up to the top floor.
Whoops! I hit a whole villager thing. I only clicked once and fell, and then it just. There's somebody's texting me. Let me see if it's Denise.
I feel offended. I feel Who is this?
I don't know. I feel FIL offend. OFEND. They're definitely cutting their letters short. Or words short. Who is this?
Name.
Man, they better not leave. If they leave,
Okay,
I'm gonna be so mad because I'm so like curious who it is now.
Kez?
Huh? Do you know? Is their name Kez? It's not so familiar to me at all. It's probably somebody you know. They never said like who it
No,
was.
they're not on my friends list. I feel like it's somebody you know because they said I feel offended whenever you said that to them. Okay, here.
That's true.
Haunted house. So, over here, you would come here, usually at nighttime or something like that, and you'd put your gear in this chest. And you'd come in, and you would. I'm just looking, and I saw a world open. Okay. You'd come in, and you would either be the Jason or one of the escapers. And if you were Jason, you'd have a carved pumpkin on your head, a shield, and a diamond sword. And if you were the escapers, you could take on a different class. And basically, you went around and you tried to get one of the keys, and you would put it on the wall, and you'd be freed. So there's the two different doors that required two different types of keys. This one you'd have to get 3 keys of gold nugget keys, and that one you'd have to get 2 bone keys, and you escape. And if you died, then you're out for the round, and you'd go through, and everyone would be at 0 brightness, and it'd be really hard to find your way around sometimes. Oh yeah, and I have this little addition by the end. I actually never get to test it out, but I was actually proud of this little addition.
Whoa.
And it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like this.
And this is where I moved the new bone fragment. If you didn't want to be the leader, so you remember how the leader was required and you started with 1 bone fragment. If you didn't have a leader in your group, instead you could have the bone fragment come down here. And I just wanted to give that an option to people if they didn't want to have the leader. But overall, I really had a blast every single time that we played in this haunted house. It was a lot of fun. As long as there were more than like 3 people playing in the haunted house, it was a lot of fun. And
I really like this.
The new class I added is over here. It's called the Trapper. You get 3 webs, and you're also muted by the enemy, and you also get some shears to like mine the webs with. So basically, the enemy couldn't hear your plans, and you could communicate the group without the killer trying to like use your information for their own good. But that is the haunted house. It was pretty labyrinthy, and there's more to it, like vents and overhangs and stuff. Stop communicating with the Estonese person, Davis. Let's continue on our way. Go subscribe to Final 4, and you'll see this video soon.
Yeah, man. I have to plug whenever I can.
Should kick him.
Oh yes.
So this will stop. Okay, you get your subscriber. Let's keep going. What's going on there? Are you lagging? Please stop talking to them. Please.
Me and Estonese are like good pals now.
Alright, that's great.
Oh,
Here's
Bryson's
Bryson's
ship. It was cool, but he just kind of
never got done. He's going to make like a Duel Link arena up there.
The ultimate
and then
box.
What was going to be my...
His chakra box is named the ultimate box.
Alright.
We're almost
Over
done.
here, this was going to be my prized possession on the server, but it never got completed, so obviously my castle is my prized possession.
I forgot about your castle.
I
know your castle, and then I forgot about your...
So, this is Cave City. This was going to be a city that was going to be awesome looking. I took an enormous amount of time planning it and stuff, and I carved out this humongous area. I smoothed out the walls and stuff and made the material was nice. It looked all nice. Wasn't just like
keep in mind
like granite and andesite.
And keep in mind there was like granite and andesite. Like, see the ceiling? That's how it was everywhere. So not only did he have to mine it out, he had to like fill in all that stuff.
But I was going to have anyone be able to. Can I stay? Immediately leaves. I was going to have anyone be able to build like a little base down here, but I was also going to have like a secondary shopping district here, and I was going to have like a big central area, a big central palace. I was going to build. I was going to have casinos in the sides of the walls and mini games instilled into the sides and stuff. And I had like this idea for like this humongous like gambling arena and mini game arena. We could do tons of cool things. But this itself took an enormous amount of time to mine out, as you can probably imagine. I just shipped any resources I could mine out back to my one shop over in the shopping district.
I remember the first video on your YouTube.
Yeah,
was...
So I honestly need to take down those videos.
No, don't take them
Those were
down.
garbage.
Don't take them down.
No, I need to. If I want to go and you've still got the streams, and the streams are in full.
Yeah, no, but
Like,
keep
you
the
have
videos.
full
That's
deal
just
on the
some like.
streams.
At least if you're gonna do anything, at least private them. And the second one wasn't
maybe I'll
bad.
private them.
Because Adam edited the second one, and it was actually not bad. The first one was bad editing, but it's so funny. You need to keep it. Like, I'm keeping videos on mine that are awful.
For now, I will keep it because obviously I'm not making any more content. Back here is my creeper farm.
Yeah, teleport me to you.
I wanted
Did it work?
to make it a paper farm as well.
Well,
It
was
did
here.
work, and it was
I
actually
forgot about that. I was here.
like for instance, if we come over here, what the heck?
So I just took all of
Oh
it.
yeah, I had to do some editing, but here if we even get it going right now, I bet you. No, we don't want to wait that long. I couldn't get the sugar cane working at all. If we even like come down here, I had 4 pieces of sugar cane that I got from it. And
I
that is
remember
probably all
coming
I
to
ever got
this.
from it. Huh?
I remember coming over here. I've seen this before because I came here while you were building it.
Oh yeah. That. Well,
Oh, a
no
creeper just
creepers
spawned.
are coming in right now. Oh,
Let's
are
see
they
what it's
spawning?
doing. It's just walking around in circles. Okay, and it's just on the block. You don't have cats up that high, so it's not scaring it.
Oh gosh.
Oh, there we go. Oh, drop the drop.
Trap Davis, come
Okay,
on.
I'm coming.
This is a big moment.
This is
See it?
history being made.
I don't even see where you're at.
I'm at the trap.
Oh, you
Oh,
did.
it just
There,
died.
okay.
I just watched it die.
Boom.
So, honestly,
Yeah, no.
can you think of anything else?
Other than one thing that will be very difficult to find, aka the village that Sean and Landon and Hope and Grant and
Oh,
all
yeah,
of them
you're
had
right.
out in the jungle. I've got one idea of where it is, but at the same time, I can't pinpoint it exactly in my brain. I want to teleport over to one spot where I believe it might be. Teleport at oh yeah, in the compound. That's the thing too.
Yeah, we gotta go
Yeah.
to the
If
compound.
we go to the Nether hub, yeah, and we can also show the Nether hub in the meantime.
Right.
For a split second. One thing about the Nether hub is it used to spawn in tons of magma creams all the time. It was super annoying. But as mayor, I fixed it up and added a bunch of half slabs.
As
No longer.
I did this.
Yeah. Somebody's salty they weren't mayor.
Hey.
JK.
That's because like all my voters didn't vote at all.
I did. That's how it works in a lot of times. You know, like if you don't drive your voters out to the polls, they're not gonna be counted, obviously.
And I had my voters right afterwards. They were writing because they were mad that they didn't get a vote.
But remember, we did some afterwards calculations, and I would have won even if every single person would have voted.
Oh, I just
would've
found
won
out with
by, like,
this.
one.
You remember that weird like acacia thing by James' house? Did you do anything to it?
No, I fixed it.
Okay, I was about to say that.
Monster.
Yeah, I was about to say somebody was making that an Among Us thing.
Yeah, it kind of looked like one, and then if you hear like an hour back in the video, I go dun 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 dun.
Okay,
dun,
actually,
dun, dun, and then
hey,
that's editing.
I don't think I'm gonna do the compound tonight. I think I'm gonna stop for tonight.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say, if you guys enjoyed the video, if we get this to 10 likes, We'll continue the
Well,
tour
make it
and do
more
the.
than that.
No, we're just doing 10.
Make it
'cause I can't.
25 likes.
I usually don't even get 10. So if we get 10 likes, then we're going to show off the rest of this. We're going to show off the compound, the hidden stuff that we still got to find. All
Be
right.
like, if it gets 1 like, and then I like it.
Hopefully, I doubt anybody will go that far, but I'm gonna